The first sound was silence. The first light never came. From the shadow came three brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. When the Titans fell, the world was divided among them. Zeus claimed the heavens, Poseidon took the sea, and to Hades fell everything beneath. The Underworld, a realm without sun, without time, without mercy. And though he was called God of Death, Hades did not bring death. He simply waited for all who would come. Far beneath the earth lies a place no light can reach. A land where no bird sings, no wind blows, and no soul ever returns. This is the Underworld, the realm of the dead. Cold, vast, eternal. The air is thick and silent, filled with the whispers of countless souls. Black rivers cut through the stone like veins in the earth, each one carrying a different curse. The river Styx where gods themselves swear oaths they dare not break. The river Lethe, where souls drink and forget who they were. The river Acheron, a stream of endless sorrow, echoing with cries of the lost. The river Phlegethon, burning with fire that gives no light, only pain. The river Cocytus, frozen and still, where those who betrayed the gods are trapped beneath the ice. At the edge of these rivers waits Charon, the ferryman. He says nothing. He only holds out his hand. If a soul carries a coin, it may cross. If not, it is left to wander the shores forever, neither living nor dead. Beyond the river's rise the iron gates of the Underworld, guarded by Cerberus. A monstrous hound with 3 heads, eyes like embers, and breath like smoke. He does not bark. He simply waits, loyal to his master. And in the deepest chamber, upon a throne of black stone, sits Hades, the god of the dead. Not cruel, not merciful, only absolute. He rules without anger, without joy. For in death, there is no emotion left to feel. Only balance, only order. Hades sits alone in his hall of shadows. The walls are carved from black stone, cold and endless. Torches burn with a pale blue fire, flames that give no warmth, only light enough to see the truth. He does not rule with rage. He does not seek war or worship. While his brothers, Zeus and Poseidon, claimed the sky and the sea, Hades accepted what was left the world of the dead. But this was no punishment. In the silence of his realm, he found something the others never did control. Every soul that enters, every shadow that moves, every whisper in the dark, he feels them all. The living may pray to the heavens, but in the end, they all come to him. He watches the mortal world through cracks in the earth. Cities rising, kings falling, wars beginning and ending. And though he feels no jealousy, there is a stillness in him, a weight that never fades. Because even a god can grow lonely, especially one surrounded only by the dead. Sometimes, when the wind from the upper world slips through the cracks, he listens. He remembers sunlight faint, distant, like a story he once knew. And then, the sound fades, and the silence of eternity returns. The gods of Olympus rarely speak his name, not because they hate him, but because they fear him. Zeus commands the skies with thunder. Poseidon rules the seas with storms. But Hades rules with silence. He never shouts, never boasts. Yet, when he enters the halls of Olympus, even the air grows still. The other gods may laugh and quarrel, but Hades listens and remembers. He speaks only when the words matter, and when he does, the council falls silent. They know his mind is sharper than any blade, his patience deeper than any ocean. While they fight for worship and glory, Hades studies time, fate, even the hearts of gods. He sees patterns in chaos. He understands what others ignore. That is why Zeus never truly trusts him, and Poseidon avoids his eyes, because they know if Hades ever chose to rise from the shadows, no god could stop him. But he doesn't. He chooses peace over pride, silence over thunder, and that restraint is what makes him truly powerful. He did not fight for thrones. He built the foundation beneath them. And that's what frightened the gods most. For while they sought to rule the sky or the sea, Hades ruled what came after, the inevitable truth that every soul must face. He did not need armies. He had time. He had patience. And time always wins. When the gods looked at him, they saw the end that awaited even them. That quiet reminder that no crown lasts forever. So they whispered his name with caution and avoided his gaze. Because Hades didn't just hold the dead, he understood them. He was the keeper of balance, the judge no one could deceive, and the only god who never lied about what he was. That was his true power. Not fear, not death, but truth itself. Though Hades ruled the dead, his story was far from lifeless. He faced rebellions from within his realm's spirits who refused their fate. He clashed with heroes who dared to walk into his underworld. Orpheus, who sought his lost love. Heracles, who came to steal his hound. These weren't just intrusions, they were reminders that even death could be challenged. And yet, Hades never raged. He ruled with cold reason, not wrath. Every soul that entered his domain left its mark on him. A whisper of sorrow, a flicker of defiance, a reflection of humanity itself. But among all tales, one stood apart. The story of Persephone, the only one who could bring spring into his eternal night. There was once a god who thought he could steal fire from death itself. His name was Phaon, son of Helios, born of sunlight, proud and untouchable. He believed the underworld was a prison, and Hades a warden trapped in his own shadow. So he descended. With a chariot made of burning gold, he tore open the skies and brought the sun into the realm of the dead. The souls screamed, the rivers boiled, even the walls of Tartarus began to melt. But Hades did not move. He sat upon his throne, silent, eyes reflecting not fear, but patience. When the sun god's son reached the gates, Hades finally rose. With a single gesture, he called upon the shadows. They coiled, they twisted, and one by one, they devoured the light. Phaon struck with fire, but his flames found no air, no breath, no sky. Because in the realm of Hades, there is no dawn to save you. When it was over, the golden chariot lay in ruins, and the son of the sun lay silent, his light swallowed whole by darkness. Hades did not gloat. He simply turned away, whispering, "You sought to bring light to the dead, but you forgot even light must cast a shadow." From that day, no god dared to enter his realm again, because they understood Hades was not just the lord of the dead. He was the end of arrogance. The wars of gods had ended or so the world believed. Above, Olympus stood bright once more. Below, the realm of shadows pulsed with quiet power. In that stillness, Hades sat upon his throne, not as a tyrant, not as a forgotten god, but as the unseen balance that held everything together. He watched as time bent the will of gods and men alike. How kingdoms rose, how pride turned to ash, how even immortals could fear the silence. To most, the underworld was an end. To Hades, it was a beginning. Every soul that crossed his gates carried a truth. And within those truths, the future of the gods still stirred. And though his story may fade into the dark for now, the fire of Olympus still burns above. The sea still trembles with Poseidon's wrath, and the echoes of war between gods are far from over, because every myth is connected, and every story hides another waiting to rise. So if you wish to understand the world beyond death, the choices, the betrayals, the unseen wars, then follow the path deeper. The rest of the tale awaits in the next stories.